Brexit trade talks between the EU and UK could be on a knife edge amid concerns exports could be brought to a screeching halt if furious French and Spanish fishermen don't get what they want out of Brexit. French President Emmanuel Macron threatened to scupper any Brexit deal that sacrifices French fishermen, as he continues to stand in the way of Brexit talks reaching a breakthrough. He is said to be concerned that 20% of French fishermen risk losing their jobs if quotas are drastically reduced if the EU does not have the same access to UK waters after the transition period. French fishermen have also threatened to blockade lorries carrying Britain's catch, as most of the fish and seafood caught by British fishermen is exported, with 3/4 of it going to the EU. Clement Beaune, Mr. Macron's Europe minister, tweeted, "One single objective, to defend and protect the interests of fishermen. We're fighting for French fishing." Scottish sea farm boss Jamie McMillan has warned it could go either way for his company, which exports live shellfish to Europe, as staff anxiously await to see the terms of any trade deal agreed by David Frost and Michel Barnier. He said if traffic en route to Europe via the Channel Tunnel is brought to a halt by a blockade, it would mean his shellfish would arrive in the continent dead, and be of no use to any of his customers. Mr. McMillan, the managing director of Loch Fyne Seafarms on the west coast of Scotland, said an attempt at a blockade by European fishermen could be the final nail in the coffin for his business. He told Express.co.uk, "It's on a knife edge, it could go either way. There's possibly going to be customs delays. If the French and Spanish fishermen don't get what they want out of this deal, then I believe there won't be any access to Europe. The French and Spanish fishermen will blockade access into Europe if they don't get what they want. Nobody wants to buy dead shellfish, do they? It's high-end premium products that we export, live langoustines, lobsters, brown crabs. We need the fastest possible route into Europe, and the only way is through the tunnel. If there are any problems like there was a couple of years ago when there were immigrants trying to get through the tunnel and there were huge delays, it could mean we miss the transport in France and our goods arrive 24 hours later." Mr. McMillan said even a short upset in the flow of goods from Britain into mainland Europe could have devastating consequences for firms.